The original Fiat 500 from the 50s, 60s and 70s is quintessentially Italian. It's like Don Corleone sipping a glass of Barolo or Mario and Luigi feasting on meatballs. You don't get more Italian than this. Then came the 2007 Fiat 500, a machine that, unlike its iconic predecessor, was not birthed from a rustic factory in Italy. Instead, this modern 500 derived from Poland. Its Italian charm, however, was well and truly retained, and people from Europe to America loved it. Which brings me to this, the 2017 Fiat 500X. X meaning it's larger, more practical, and in theory, widens the appeal of the 500 brand. The thing is, this 500X is not in any way Italian. It's not even Polish. The 500X is actually based on a Jeep Renegade, which means it's American. Is that a bad thing? Well, not necessarily. I mean, it does look like it's eaten the original Cinquecento for breakfast, and yet to me it's still kind of stylish. But what would an actual Italian think?
Ciao, buongiorno.
Ciao.
Come stai?
Good. So this is Antonio from Locanda Ravello restaurant in Danville, California, and being an actual Italian, and you even have original Fiat 500s outside the restaurant, what's your opinion of this, the Americanized Fiat 500X? Does it still have that Italian charm to you?
I think it does. I kind of like it. It's unusual to see it bigger as it is with the 5 doors, but I like the design that they've come out with it. Obviously the traditional is a different fashion to it, but yeah. It's a nice car. I enjoy looking them around the United States.
So there you have it, Italian approved. But let's cut to the chase. Is the 500X just a Jeep Renegade wearing fake Italian clothes? Well, no, it isn't. They're different. The Jeep Renegade is designed to go off-road and scale boulders, while the Fiat, well, that's definitely not. They are priced comparably though. Depending on the trim you choose, a new 500X will stick us somewhere between $20,000 and $30,000. And for that, you are getting a lot. Take this leather, for example. It still feels like it's attached to the cow in which it came from, which is to say it's lovely and soft. But I have emergency brake assist, USB, Bluetooth to pair my phone, and a highly intuitive Uconnect infotainment screen, and a glass roof that spans the length of the car. It really is very impressive. There are one or two problems though. The 500X I'm driving boasts a 180 horsepower 2.4 litre engine meshed to a 9-speed automatic transmission. Now that gearbox, when accelerating, it struggles mightily to keep up. The solution? Opt for the 160 horsepower base 1.4 litre and equip it with a 6-speed manual transmission. There, problem solved. Moving on, I really like this car. It's fun, note I didn't say cute, and being in it makes me happy. It's like a puppy frantically wagging its tail. You just want to pet it, play fetch, and then tickle its belly. The 500X is like a form of antidepressant. It's impossible to be sad in this car. So who buys a Fiat 500X? Well, Pope Francis used a 500L to mark his first trip to the US, blending Italian style with American engineering. But this isn't an L, and you probably aren't the Pope. The 500X then is for anyone who wants an affordable, practical car wrapped with a sense of style. It'll fit a kid or two in the back with ease and acts as a family runner for those who refuse to succumb to peer pressure and buy a big ol' SUV or minivan. This car is a solid choice for anyone really. It's a tad quirkier than the Mini Countryman and less polarizing than the Nissan Juke. Sure, perhaps the Mazda CX-3 handles with more precision, but then this car has more personality. Say what you will about it not being authentically Italian, but if today's Fiats are good enough for the Pope, then that's good enough for me.